One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. Touchback.
Going right. Gun. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Scat 300. Scat 300.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Good stop. Good stop, baby. Good stop. Good stop.
Here's a second and 2 now from the 33. Rodgers to throw on second down. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, check 26. We are going. Motion, motion, motion.
Rodgers now on 1st down. A dump underneath to Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
That's fine. Yeah.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
Jumbo.
You got 4.
Hey, check 26.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Zoom, zoom. Poco over here. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Going right. Poco over here. Hey, check 26. Jack's mine. I got him.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Move. We are going. Zoom. Move.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Alert.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Let's go, defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Watch tight end. Even. 4 down. Even. Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. With the snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Double tight. 3 down. Hey,
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
check it
Ha
out.
ha. Ha
They'll try and get it with Geis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They'll run it with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
I see you, boy.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, check 26.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Preston Smith in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
12. Zoom.
Hey, check Mike 30.
We are going.
33.
Zoom. Hey, check 26.
I got it.
No.
Rodgers now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Preston Smith in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. So out now come the Redskins. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Ohio!
Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Check 52.
2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Point after now from Sturgis. Sturgis adds the PAT, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Strong right.
Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
Check, Mike 21, check.
Now
21.
contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
He's tight right here, he's tight on the right,
On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 70 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got.
We are going. Gun.
Mike, check 33.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Hey, check 26.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Jumbo.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight end right.
Hey, check 26. Zoom.
Four down. Check.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Now he'll escape to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Right.
Zoom.
Hey, boys, we got four down.
Hey, check 26.
Hey, check.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
That's fine. Yeah.
Roger.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Bring up.
Hey, 80's yours. 80's yours. Single receiver.
We are going.
Over there.
Jumbo. Zoom.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Jumbo. Gun.
Check.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now he's flushed out left. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90.
Check. Mike 21.
Ohio.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
4 down.
Let's go. White 90.
They'll look to throw.
Let's go.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy.
We are going.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Jumbo! Jumbo!
He's
Gun.
Hey.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb.
3 down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Zoom. Hey, check 26. Side on.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. It's Reeves. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Jumbo!
Single.
We are going. Jumbo! Zoom. Hey, check 26. 319.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense.
Side on. 319.
Motion.
Gun.
Now Rodgers to throw again. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
"15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up first and 10.
Tight end's right.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90.
Hey, check. Mike 21.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Kenny Clark continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 2. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
3 down, 3 down.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And here come the Redskins now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Zoom, zoom.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Gun.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
Hey, where y'all going?
Play it, play it, play it, play it.
Yeah, Liz. 319.
On second down, it's Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Zoom.
4 down.
Jumbo! Zoom.
Let's go.
Gun.
And we got Mike, number 50.
Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw.
Here we go.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Matt Ioannidis with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Hey, check.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check. Mike 21.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Airing one out for Crowder.
All day.
He's got a man, complete. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 87 yards. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Jumbo!
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. 2nd and 10.
Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there.
Zoom.
Alert. 53's the mic.
Gun.
The mic.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Zoom. Jumbo!
4 down.
Here's Rodgers operating from the gun. Flushed out right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
This is fielded at the 7. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go. What?
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Flex round.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll check it down to Geis. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 21.
Hut.
Mike 21.
Hut.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Daniels. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 38.
Mike 53.
Gun.
Mike.
Hoko over here.
They're running.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers going to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Yeah, Liz.
Hey. 4 down.
Gun.
From the gun, Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reeves. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Single. I got a single in the slot.
Zoom. Hurry up.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
Going right.
The give to Jones. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
There we go.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Tight end left. Hey, we are.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Gun. 53's Mike. Check. 50.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Zoom.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Zoom.
The give is to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Box it.
They come out here in the eye.
Stand up in.
Poco over here.
Kill.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Right there. Hot. Run. Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Odd.
Green 18. Zoom. Gun.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers add on to their lead. Sturgis for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Hut.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Barry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
Down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Check 9, check 9. Don't get nervous.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Barry. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The Redskins on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. White 90.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
Even. 4 down.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
Check Mike 21. Check.
They'll set up a throw. Jordan Reed has it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 yards there and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Dumps it off for Geis. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
Tight end's right.
Flex round. Flex round.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Tight end right.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
319.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.